Hello everyone, welcome to KASH classes. Today's video is on presenting a research article at an international conference. So I'm Kashmira. This is small introduction about me. So I'm excited to share valuable insights on presenting a research article at international conferences. I hope this will help you navigate at a global stage with impactful research presentations. So before we delve in, let us talk about the importance of presenting at international conferences. So basically these kind of conferences will give you a global exposure. It will provide you important networking opportunities, incredible networking opportunities. And also it will give you valuable peer review and feedback. So there is a platform where you can interact about your research work with the like-minded people or with the people in the same research area. So thereby you can improvise your work. It will help you a lot in reshaping your work in a better way or in a different directions and different angles, right? And before proceeding ahead with your presentation, you should know your audience. So understanding your audience is the key. Usually in international conferences, people come from different cultures and also different academic backgrounds. So, attracting your audience is the key. So, the way you present yourself, the way you communicate your presentation and how proficiently you show in your language. And also, adapting to your presentation style is most important. And you should be mindful with the cultural sensitivity that is very crucial for you before you present it. So, next important stage is structuring your presentation. Basically, maintaining time is most important in such conferences because you'll be hardly given very less time, like 8 minutes or 10 minutes, at the max 15 minutes, and followed by you will be given 2 to 5 minutes of question and answer session, right? So within a short period of your time, you should be able to present yourself well. You should be able to discuss your entire research in a beautiful way. So for this purpose, you should organize your research. You should be prepared with your voice content as well as your slide content in a crisp and attractive way. So to effectively present your article, you should structure your presentation in a logical flow. So you should include the following in your presentation, like title, authors with affiliation, then introduction, then objectives, methods, results and discussion, conclusion, references, and acknowledgement. So now let's delve into the actual presentation. So firstly, you have to provide an engaging introduction. So introduction is something where it will set the tone for your entire presentation. Grab your audience attention by clearly stating your entire research purpose, the overview of your research objectives. You should be able to present everything in a clear way. And then research questions. So crafting the research questions is the foundation for your presentation. You should try to link your research questions with your research gaps identified in the literature. So when you correlate them, when you are relating them, that will create an impactful idea for your audience about your study, right? Then robust methodology. Briefly explain the research methods used. It could be the qualitative study or quantitative study. Give an overview of data collection methods, sampling design, validity and reliability of your data. So explain everything briefly. This will help the audience understand the robustness of your methodology, right? Then comes the results aspect. So presenting your results should be very clear and impactful. So for this purpose, you can use visualization tools using charts, using graphs, etc. Discuss all the findings and significance of your findings for your research and connect them back to your research questions which were posed initially. So when you are connecting back to the research questions, it will create impactful findings. What are it will create an impact for your results. Then comes the thoughtful discussion. So interpreting your results and their implications, you just try to amplify the importance of your findings for this purpose, for the context of your study. And then how it is important, why are your results important, provide your practical implications or academic implications or be the societal implications. Try to highlight them. Then mention if there are any limitations for your study. Acknowledge them in your presentation. And so this thoughtful discussions will contribute to the depth of your presentation. Right? Then comes the conclusion aspect. So now you provide the conclusion of your overall presentation by summarizing the key points that you have identified with whether it be from the results aspect or be any new findings that you have come across during this study. And then reinforce the significance of your research. Why should anybody look in for your research work? So highlight the importance of your study and connect it back to the broader field of your research. Then finally, list out any references used in the presentation. Use the proper citation style. Then, preparing for a question and answer, this should happen actually even before your presentation. You should try to anticipate certain questions that can be posed. Most of the questions usually will be coming from either your slide content or whatever you are speaking about, or whatever the inputs that you are giving to the audience. Mostly the questions will be picked from there. So you should try to expect certain questions in prior and try to prepare an answer for them. Then mostly questions can be coming from your methodology aspect or your results aspect. So when you prepare for that thoroughly, that is enough. So some of the do's and don'ts of your presentation is mostly my suggestion is to just practice, practice, practice. So how many times you practice that, the way you can improve your presentation well. And also you have to present professionally, because the audience will be all coming from the superior academicians and researchers, and it could be from the industry people also. So you have to present yourself in a professional way, right? Some of the don'ts are like, don't overcrowd your slides with too much of content, and always follow the time limit. So don't overcross it. If you're crossing just 1 minute, that's okay according to the people. But then, according to the rules and all, it's fine. But don't overcross it for too much time. Don't waste too much time in presenting unnecessary aspects into your presentation by giving too much of content which is not necessary. So don't go over the time limit. And then comes when you have time, whenever you get time, try to interact with the audience. Welcome the questions throughout the presentation, and even after presentation also. If they are giving some feedback, be open to it. Don't judge them that this is my study, I'll do it in this way. Let's just be open to their feedback also, so that your study might get improved in a different angle, or you can in future you can extend the study based on the others' ideas and feedback, right? And always try to make use of those networking opportunities during the break, right? Then, in the end of the presentation, if you get a chance required, you can just acknowledge the audience and also other collaborators, other co-authors if you have any, or any other mentors or guides. And you can just provide your contact information for further discussion. So apart from the conference, in case if you want to network with them, if you want to co-author with them in future if they are interested. Then you can just extend your discussions to conversation. That is most important in such presentations. And more important thing is when you present yourself, you should be confident. So you have to overcome your nervousness. Present something very confidently that creates an extra impact for your work, extra impact for your presentation. So whatever you're presenting, you just focus on the message, not yourself. So overcoming nervousness is most important, and this comes always when you practice and you present yourself in people. Because you are in research field, you are in academic field. So this is something very important to overcome your nervousness while you are presenting, right? So yeah, that's all for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you have received some useful information for research conferences in an international level. So if you like the video, please do like it and subscribe to my channel, KASH Class. Thank you.